Okay. All right. I think we're ready to go. First of all, welcome. And if you're new here, my name is Terri, and I am, a body partner, and I am also a mentor on the side, outside of the body scope, because I feel that I can offer more to my customers. And so today I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about my recent trip and how it's going to tie into some of the things I want to talk about tonight. So first of all, welcome. And I'm glad that you're here. I know that everybody's busy. It's summertime, and it's a busy time of year for all of us. I have my background blurred because I am packing to move, so there's stuff all over the place. Anyway, so I understand how busy life is and how it can feel like we don't have time to do anything for ourselves. So a lot of this presentation is going to be about finding time for yourself. But first I want to start with a story. Okay. So in June, I went to San Antonio in Texas for the Body Summit. And I was there for a week, for 5 days. And there was so much packed into these few days. The summit itself was 3 days, but then there were travel days before and after. And but there was so much packed into those few days, and it can be very overwhelming at first, but it's also very exciting, very informative, inspiring, and just motivating, and just there's just so many emotions that are parallel to this, and I'm really glad I was able to go. It was very hot in Texas in June, so and they were having their normal heat wave, but it was more for them too. So it was very hot. Anytime I was outside, I was just soaked in sweat. It was very hot. But anyway, there was from early morning till late at night, a lot of activity, a lot of sessions and trainings and speeches, and there were just so much. And but they strategically placed breaks between all of these things. And as somebody who has fibromyalgia, that was very important to me. And I was able to get a hotel that wasn't very far away. Well, I was able to take breaks. So that was very helpful for me. But nevertheless, it was a lot more activity, physical activity, than I'm used to. And I'm not talking just the workouts that we did. We did workouts as well, right? And it wasn't just that. But it was like the walking to and from this place to that place, a lot of walking, and a lot of sitting upright, and not really being able to get into a comfortable seat. No, I'm not telling you that to discourage you. I'm telling you this as somebody with a disability. That was a real concern for me. And I'm like, how am I going to get through all of this when I have chronic pain on a regular day, doing nothing, right? So that was a big concern for me. But I managed to get through every day Um, it was when you're in the moment and you're you're learning and you're growing and you're being motivated and inspired and you know all of that kind of overtakes. You don't notice the pain as much. No, I was able to enjoy it. I was able to, like, the pain wasn't at the forefront of my brain telling me pain, 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 pain all day long. It was telling me all the other stuff. And I go to focus on all the other stuff. Oh, I could do this. I could do that. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. And it was it was focused on the positive things. And in that moment, I was really absorbed by all the things that were going on around me and not just the pain. So that being said, I this is why I push for people to take care of themselves. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If I was not taking care of myself, I would probably feel a lot worse than I do on my bad days. Okay. And I mean, like, I would probably have more bad pain days, more time laid up in bed because I wasn't taking care of myself. I truly believe that because I've seen it in other people who don't take care of themselves, and it affects them to the point when they can't do anything. And I'm not saying that's true for everybody because there are people who don't take care of themselves and they get to that point. I might get to that point someday, but right now I've stretched it out by taking care of myself. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm human, just like you are. Nobody is perfect, and nobody is expected to be perfect. But that is one reason why we have to at least put an effort into it because if we don't, we are we are stealing time from ourselves. We are stealing life from ourselves, right? So to me, it is very important to at least put the effort into it. Um, no, I'm kind of got off topic with my story. There was a lot of information, a lot of things, a lot of people connection, and it was just a really positive vibe. And if you get a chance to go one day, please jump at that chance. Find a way to be involved if you can, even just once. This is my second summit. Um, but even if you have a chance to go just once, go. Give yourself that gift. Save your money up. I mean, it's only once a year, so you have a whole year. Um, if you're a partner, a buddy, you can be involved. And I believe even affiliate partners can also be involved. Um, so that was one of the things that I wanted to bring up. And um, there was so many inspiring moments, and I'm going to tell you about one of them. Our newest, well, I think she's the newest, um, super trainer. Her name is Lacey Green, and she, in her back, and her body cast is what we call them. So in the background, she had one participant with cerebral palsy. We've had there were a couple other ones with different disabilities as well. We made a video. Some of us made a video on Instagram about how different disabilities can do that. We might have to do it differently, but we can do that. And anyway, so the woman with cerebral palsy was on the stage with Lacey during the super workout or the workout, and I was watching her, and like, I mean, we had been talking, so I mean, she knows we knew we had conversations before, so watching her, and I'm just like, it's just bringing so much, so much value to the world around us. There's gonna be so many people who will benefit from this, knowing that your disability is not your limitation. You change things to work for you. It's not completely impossible. Um, and if people can do this with any kind of disability or any kind of limitation. So, for example, if you have an injury or you're sick, you have a health issue, it's not completely impossible. It is possible. You can do that. Um, but anyway, I remember one moment after that workout with Lacey, and this woman came up. She saw me and she recognized me, and she was like, Terri, and she came running at me. It was really a moment I'm never going to forget. There's just so much. There's so much moments in this past summer that I really want to share, and it's too much to share in one short call. But I do want to mention the theme for this year's summit was feel good. Feel good. Meaning feel good about yourself. Feel good in your body, your skin. Feel good about everything that you're doing for yourself, for your family, for your community, or whatever it is, feel good about it. And it was really interesting too, because they had the super trainers coming out and they were speaking. And one thing I noticed that was a little bit different this year was how vulnerable they were, how open they were. They were in a way they were like showing themselves as human. And we know they're human, but we always kind of put them on a pedestal, right? Well, like, oh, look at them, they're like in great shape, and they can do all these things, and but one of my favorite moments was when I'm sure you know of Sean P. Um, one of my favorite moments was he says, "I'm old and my knees hurt," and I burst out laughing because I'm like, he's just like the rest of us, and I'm talking about aging and how their body is just going to change. So they've had to pivot the strategies to fit their current chapter that they're in. It's not saying that everything else they've done before was wrong. No, it worked for them at that time. And then it changes. So that's one thing that a lot of people end up quitting because they things aren't working for them anymore, or they're not feeling like the way they did when they were in their 20s. I'm sorry to tell you that once you hit 30, you're never going to feel young again. But you know what I'm saying? Again, you can still feel good at the age that you are right now, at the the body that you're in right now, whether you still have some weight to lose, whether you still have some health issues to deal with, you can still feel good now, you know. And then you feel good now, and then you just keep working at it so that every day you feel a little bit better, right? So that was one thing I really wanted to share tonight. Um, but like for me, it was the first time, and I've been doing this for a couple of years. Um, well, probably a little bit longer. Uh, but you know, it was the first time that I really felt like it was relatable. You know, um, and I'm very close in age to some of these trainers, so um, I'm like, this is great. And I mean, this isn't just for young people. This is for everybody, everybody, right? Which is one of the reasons why the name changed to body. It's for everybody, and it doesn't matter where you are right now. You can start. Time to stop making excuses um, for yourself. I mean, if you want to complain about and you want to feel sick for the rest of your life, go for it. I don't recommend it, but you know, um, this is for everybody, and there's something for everybody to do. But I'm going way past my story now. So, as you know, I went to San Antonio, Texas, and when I was heading back, I was stuck at the airport. There was a flight delay and then a cancellation. And then I noticed my feet. My feet had swelled up so bad that I could barely fit in my shoes. I couldn't walk much longer. I was like, I cannot walk. I'm bringing this up because it ties into the next part of my story. But like I was swelled up. Well, I noticed my feet first. Like by the time I got home, I noticed my face and my hands, my arms and my leg. Everything was swelled up. It went away after a day or two, and a lot of that was related to fibro. And a lot of it was related to the heat and all the water I've been drinking. Um, but I share this again because my fibro made me like I started thinking in my head, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm in so much pain. But let me remind you that the day before I left, and you may have seen me post about it, I did this super workout. Now, I didn't do the whole thing. I didn't do the whole thing. I modified throughout the whole thing. I I took a video. I took 2 videos of myself. And last night I was watching it. I was showing my friend. Well, I should say a couple of days ago, I noticed that I was smiling. I noticed I was smiling in the picture. I was in so much pain that day. I was in so much pain, but I was smiling because I was enjoying myself, right? I was smiling. And who would have thought, you know, the pain was there and the pain was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It hurt so bad. But in that moment, okay, I'm going to give it do a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit. And I freaking enjoyed myself. And if you look at the post on Instagram and you swipe, you'll see the video. I was talking to my friend last night, I was showing him this, and I said, "Look, I'm smiling, I'm smiling." And then I swiped it and I said, "Look, I thought I was very, very slow, but look at the people behind me. We were all moving more or less the same pace. Yeah, I'm modifying, and some of them were, and some of them weren't, but we were moving at the same pace. I felt like I was going like super slow. Like I felt like I was barely moving at all. Like I felt like T-Rex. But when I looked at the video, my arms were all the way up. But I felt like I was being like a T-Rex. You know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes we look at ourselves internally and we don't recognize things. We have to see it from a different point of view, which is why we put the cameras up there. This isn't about being like uh um I can't think of the word, but it doesn't mean that we like to look at ourselves. No, but it helps us see the things that we can't see from inside with our eyeballs looking out. We can't see that. Like, and I don't think I realized I was smiling. I don't think so. I was just, I always feel like I have a resting bitch face, right? So I don't really. I feel fake when I smile, but this was a genuine, not forced smile. So when I saw that, I started to cry. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm crying and I'm smiling. I couldn't believe it. I'm so proud of myself. Because even though I didn't do all of it, and I didn't do it with my full capabilities and whatnot. 'Cause I was in a lot of pain, but I did it. So what does that mean? Why am I stopping myself from pressing play? Because I know the more I do it, the stronger I become, the more I'm going to be able to tolerate. So why does that become an excuse? I will be in pain. I'm in pain anyway if I'm just laying on the couch. Now, lately, I've been putting my energy towards packing and getting ready to move. That's okay. Life happens. And that's why I want people to say, oh, my schedule's too full. I can't do it. I have so much going on. Oh, there are going to be times when we're too busy, perhaps. But you're still moving your body when you're doing other things. So I personally, okay, there are some people who will dedicate themselves and watch it and do it every day. And that's great. But there are people who can't do it every day for one reason or another, and that's okay too. The the schedules are there not to force you or to guilt you. It's there to encourage you. But does that mean you have to follow it to the letter? No. You could follow the workout in order, but do it on the days that work for you. At the time that works for you. A lot of people say do it in the morning before you've been figured out what you're doing. That didn't work for me. I mean, time wise, that would be awesome. But physically, my body can't because I have to wake up slow, to take my prescriptions and stuff like that to regulate my body because of my fibromyalgia. So that takes time. And that's okay. Do it when it works for you. And same with the business aspect of it. Do it in the pocket of time that works for you. I'm doing this at 7:30 at night. Um, I could be watching TV instead, or I could be packing. I could be, washing my dishes, which need to be done. I could go to bed early. But I chose to do that because I know this is something that's important to me and it important to people out there to know about these things because it's important. Um, so before I go on and on too much, I do want to say with all the changes that are happening and they're all positive changes, I promise you, all of this is capable with a health esteem routine. So let me take a sip of water first. So a health esteem is a new phrase or idea that we accept who we are right now, and you know, love and care for the person that we are right now in the body that we are right now with whatever struggles that we are having right now, while also, you know, working towards the person that we know we can become, the best version of ourselves. We aren't going to find happiness at the end of the road. We have to start finding happiness and joy and self-esteem where we are now. Is it easy? No, not really, but it's possible. And to explain it a little bit further, a health esteem routine combines fitness, nutrition, and mindset. That's the key up here. The key to change, the key to success, happiness, to health overall. It's all up here. And fitness doesn't necessarily mean just working out, but it also means just moving your body. If you're gonna start today with just moving your body, that's the best place to start. And then you get help from the body platform. But it has all three of those things have to be together. You have to have all three in order to have health esteem. They all entwine together. And I mean, it doesn't mean that you are going to have perfect score of, you know, working out every day. And it doesn't mean that you're never going to have, you know, a treat, an ice cream cone or whatnot. Um, it doesn't mean you're never going to have bad days. It just means that you're working on it all the time. And as I said, on the platform, we have all these categories available. The fitness, which is what body has been known for the last 30 years. Um, and there's like so many to choose from, all levels of ability. So beginners, you know, like that's what you'll be able to choose from. My cat just said hi, so it popped out over nowhere. And nutrition, there's lots of recipes. There's 2 nutrition programs. These are not diets. These are not diets. These are not, you know, you must eat this. No, these are educational programs and a video that will teach you how to discover what food works for you, what your body needs based on your needs. And you know, you can watch something and say that doesn't apply to me, and that's fine. this or that, right? No, it's not one or the other. You get to pick what works for you. You get to learn the tips. It's no different than, going to the library and opening up a book and saying, you know, nah, that's not going to work for me. I'll try something else. This will work for me. Let me try it. And finally, we have a new mindset program, and there's video. There's a new masterclass every month with video about a certain topic. And whatever topic it is that month, the videos all kind of apply to that. And there's a little bit of worksheet that you can do if you wish. And, there's recommendation to books and other resources. And those videos are 10 minutes long. You have time for that. It's 10 minutes long. It's all included in one price. So that what that is. So before I get to the next part, I just really want to say, uh, there's no pressure for these kind of things, but this is something that every person has to decide for themselves what they want or what they think they deserve. Do you think you deserve to feel good in your own body? Do you think you deserve to feel better in your body? Do you think you deserve happiness, to feel healthy, to live a long life with energy, and to feel more productive in your day? Do you think you deserve all that? Because I do. I think you do. No, wait. I don't think that. I know that. I know you deserve it. I know every single person watching this deserves all of those things. And if you don't think that you deserve these things, I can't help you. But if you think you deserve it, I can help you. Now, how can I help you? When you're working with me, I'm not the teacher. I'm not the trainer. I'm not, the nutritionist or anything like that. I am simply a person who will help you figure out which ones you want to try, what's available to you, and giving you motivation. I'll be your cheerleader, help you brainstorm about things, stuff like that. So this is a little thing. You will be proactive in developing the mentor-mentee relationship. And you will get to pick all the topics. I might suggest things, but you get to say, nah, that's not for me. Yeah, that's for me. That's up to you. You get to ask for what you need, and we get to tweak your goals as time goes on. If this doesn't try this, it didn't work, we can tweak it, and you will expand your knowledge. All the videos, you're gonna learn so much. You're gonna be so inspired by a lot of things. You will receive advice and feedback based on experience, whether it's from me or other people. With strengthening your mindset, and you'll be trying a whole lot of new things and share valuable life lessons. You will have the ability to act and take charge on creating the life that you want and that you deserve. You can have one-on-one weekly scheduled calls. That's optional if that's something that you want. I do calls like this in general, and then if you want private calls, that additional outside of body, but I'm willing to do that. You will have VIP access to any workshops or events that I'm doing, the paid ones, I mean, and personalized mentoring to fit your needs. there'll be homework based on our conversation, help with researching, and of course, my personal cheerleader, as I said. Um, so that's something outside the body, but I also give some of this with the body, of course. But if you want additional um, time, that's awesome. You will experience wins like feeling less overwhelmed, developing a health esteem routine that works for you, finding more pockets of time in your day. They're there. You just have to find them. Um, and if you have a disability, you will learn how to use your disability as a strength, and you will become stronger, happier, healthier, probably a whole lot more added to that list. Oh, you can choose your path. You can be a body customer with me as your mentor. Um, that would be just you buying the products or the platform membership and just doing the workout or the nutrition, doing it that you're not doing the business. The actual state partner is um, basically it was formerly called the preferred customer. Might still be called preferred customer on the forms. I don't know, but basically it just means that you will share a link. You will have a personalized link that you can share with people, and then if they sign up under your link, they will you will get a little bit of a commission for it, but you don't have to do any business. You don't have to do anything like that. And then as a business partner, you can be involved and do what I do, and you know, um, help people, and you get paid for it. And at the same time, taking care of yourself, and you get paid to take care of yourself. That's amazing, right? And then of course, there's additional one-on-one mentoring um, available at this point. We will discuss, if you wanted that, and then discuss the price point and all that stuff. Not outside of body, in addition to what I include with body. I'm sure that didn't make sense, but we will talk about that when we have our conversation. And you can contact me. Here's my email on my Instagram handle. Um, but anyway, I think that's pretty much all I really wanted to say today. But I just really, you know, um, feeling better about who I am as somebody with a disability has been such an important journey for me. Um, it's a lifelong journey and I can never end. Um, but becoming more confident in who I am as somebody with a disability, being more open to sharing about it, being more willing to ask for help when I need it, um, feeling more capable because I've had to learn how to do things differently. I can't, when you're following all the experts on how to schedule time management. Um, and I've talked about this uh, in a previous call, but I can't I can't do things in a way where like the experts I wake up at 5 o'clock, start working out, like I can't follow that kind of a schedule because my body will it fluctuates, right? So I've had to learn how to do things in pockets of time. I remember from the longest time, from the time I was like 10 years old or even younger, I remember writing out like to-do lists. And I was gonna like wake up and I'm gonna do this and this. I'm like 10 years old and I'm I was already trying to be the person I am inside is a perfectionist, and I was trying to be that person, and it never worked. And you know, of course, looking back, I know why now, but you learn how to adapt to different things. You learn different strategies and life hacks and all that kind of stuff. So um, I just really want to put it out there that it's not impossible. It's not um, it maybe not for everybody, but it's for everybody. You know what I mean? I don't I get really sad when I see people making excuses based on their health. You're using your health as an excuse for why you're not going to take care of your health. It doesn't make sense. Um, we all deserve to live a good life. We only have one life to live. It might as well be good. Um, and I would say I look back. I remember one time saying, if I have to live, I want it to be good. I want to feel good. I want to do good. I want that for everybody. I think everybody deserves that, and this world would be a lot better if we all felt a little bit more self-esteem, and that comes from our health esteem. So I'm ready to get started when you are. So give me a call or a text or email. Give me a shout, and I will let you go for tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in from wherever you're tuning in, and yeah, have a good night, everybody.